Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about this, my camera, the Sony ZV-1. I have figured out a critical flaw with it, and it's probably wrong in your camera too. So here we go. I was getting ready to make a different video today actually. I had other things in mind, and as I was getting set up with everything, I grabbed my camera here, the ZV-1, which you know, I love this little camera. And as I was getting ready, I realized there is a terrible design flaw in this camera. In most cameras really, but I'm going to pick on Sony a little bit because, because they're selling this in a certain way, I'll say. Let's start at the beginning. I'm right-handed. Why does this matter? Because scientists have studied the bones and they figured out that pretty much 90 or 93% or whatever of people have always been right-handed. And because of that, items like this get made for a right-handed audience. For example, you can see there's a nice fancy handle here on the right side of the camera that my fingers can grab onto. There's a little thumb rest on the back. All the buttons are here on my right side, and the click wheel with the controls are here for my right thumb to interact with. The screen of the camera flips out on the left side so it does not interfere with holding the right side of the camera. It's a clever little design that you let any camera company design a camera, they're going to do something very similar to this. I have a camera here. This is my Pentax K1000. This is the first major camera I ever bought when I was a kid. And again, the lens is kind of on the left-hand side of the camera body to give you more to hold on to over here for a handle. And the controls are up on the right-hand side. Here's an old Sony point and shoot from back in the day. Again, lens on the left, handle on the right. Here's an old GoPro Hero 2. Again, lens on the left, space on the right to hold this little camera and do stuff with it. We've been making cameras like this forever, right? But see, this one, they made it as it's quick and easy to take out your pocket and take pictures and have souvenirs. So I'm okay with that. GoPro, they made theirs as wearable. I don't know if I think that their design was made as a point and shoot style. Now, having said that, despite its size and easy to carry around form factor, this is not a point and shoot camera. This is a camera for content creators and vloggers. It says so on the box. And because they say it's for vloggers, that means Sony understands that the person using this camera is not interacting with it from the back side, but rather from the front side, from this side. It's the reason that the screen flips all the way around. But now, I've turned the screen around so I can see myself in it, but I'm still right-handed. So what do? Do I hold the screen? Do I hold it from back here? Do I hold it by the lens? Because my handle is now on the left side of the camera. Even if the handle was on the right side of the camera, the part that my fingers go on is now facing towards me. The part that my thumb rests against is now on the back side of the camera. Maybe I call it with my left hand though, right? That's the simple solution. I can still operate these buttons with my fingers, with my right hand. But now, well, all these controls are still behind the camera, and my left hand is possibly going to accidentally interact with it while I'm trying to use it. Okay, yeah, I know what you're thinking. I could just do what everybody everywhere has always done. I could just memorize the controls of the camera so I can operate them blindly from in front. Well, there is a problem there as well, though. From here, when I press the right side of the ring, items move from the left side of the screen to the right. But when I'm in front of the camera, I hit this side of the wheel to make things go to this side of the screen. the interface suddenly becomes backwards. This camera, it's one of the cheaper cameras. I mean, were these $700 or something like that? I don't feel like when I spend $700 on something, I should have to accommodate it. I feel like it should just be designed a little bit better, you know? And then, God forbid, I mean, you and I were probably watching the same people on YouTube, and you know as well as I do, some of these people have thousands invested in their cameras. They're spending as much on their equipment as I would spend on a vehicle. Again, they're faced with these same problems. If you have one of these fancy several $1,000 cameras, it's still made for a right-handed person, and all the controls are still on the back side of it. So I can't help but think, yeah, it should be better than this. It should be easier to just fix the problem. Here, I'll do it right now. Take the lens and put it here. Take the screen and put it there. That way, when I open it up to use it, I can still have the handle on for my right hand. The part for my fingers is for my fingers. The part for my thumb works with my thumb. But if the lens is here, I can just hold it like this. I can see myself here. I can do stuff there. And if I need to, let me change my white balance, I can just manipulate the controls and do that. You know, for being such a terrible problem, it doesn't seem like it should be that hard to fix it. Now I throw this at Sony because, again, the ZV-1 for vloggers, the ZV-E10, I think, has the same claim that it is made for people who are creating content where you're going to be in that position of the presenter. You're going to be on this side of the camera. Any camera company can fix this problem. I mean, I'm picking on Sony because they've said this is for vloggers. But like, Canon could make a camera in this orientation. Nikon could do it. Sony could do it. Anybody could. I'm just kind of curious to find out now who's going to be the first one to capitalize on this, because I dare say equipment for YouTubers is kind of a big deal these days. I saw a headline that when people were asking kids what they want to be when they grow up, they weren't saying astronaut or president or firefighter. They were saying YouTuber. So yeah, there's probably a little bit of money to be made in building equipment for people on YouTube. So if you agree with the premise behind this, if you like the idea of changing cameras in this way, then show some support for that by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more videos from me, subscribe. Come on back by and we'll do it again. Until next time, that's all I got for you today. I hope you guys are having a good one. Cheery.